Not really anything, don't really have anything to like show you today. Just that I did get, went to almost every Dollar Tree, or if not, I went to every Dollar Tree that I know of that had these. Two of them said they were completely sold out, so I didn't even bother driving out to those. And I've gotten almost everything. I have all the eyeshadows, but I've gotten finally found I found bubble gum. But I had to go on eBay. Ridiculous, shipping. They charge 5 times more for the product, but I couldn't find that one anywhere, and I could not find the liquid liner. So I've got all the blushes, all the shadows. I even got all the glosses because they're $1. It's like you can't go wrong. If you bought everything in that display, you'd probably spend less than $50, and you've got a ton of makeup. And I'm just so mad that I gave up. This is why I don't like giving up. But I gave up. I was just super tired. It was right after school was over, and I still had, again, weeks and weeks and weeks of going out every single day. Even last week, I thought I had a day. I had actually 2 days off last week. But I had a busy first of those 3 days. I even went to the plastic surgeon, and I didn't even stay because they said I had to leave my I don't have a credit card, my bank card on file, so that he can go into my bank account as he sees fit for any payment that the insurance company didn't pay. And when it comes to plastic surgeons, they don't accept it in the first time. You have to, fight it. You have to say, hey, wait a minute. He's in your network, so obviously you pay him for something. I had a consultation. I have all of these, medical issues with my panis. You have to fight it because they did the same thing last year. So what? He's not, he's not going to wait to fight it. He's going to take it out of my bank account. I walked out. I told them I'm sorry. I was not aware of this. And I said, you're not going to penalize me for this, right? Because if you miss your appointment, you owe 30, whatever. So they were like, no problem. We understand this is policy. We're not going to charge. I said, that's fine, but I'm not giving you my bank card. So, just wasting my time with that when I could have been resting that day. But I did do my video last Thursday, and I just rested all day Friday. That was awesome. And then this week, I thought I could just rest this week. I'm trying to work on projects, see if I could sell. I have a lot of Barbie dolls, see if I could crochet stuff to sell, trying to help financially with the time that I have before school starts. But no, the inspectors were coming, and my house was already clean because my brother had come over. I wanted to make sure my house was perfect. I was in so much pain from scrubbing, but I wanted to make sure my house was nice, and so it was already clean. I just had to touch up. So I had to spend this week touching up the house, making sure it was perfect for when the inspectors came, the sprinkler inspectors. And it's like, every time I think this happens to me, this is the story of my life. Every time I think I can rest, I always get a letter, inspectors are coming, fire inspector, sprinkler inspector, then, it's always something. So, school starts in like less than a month. I feel like I really haven't had a vacation, but I did rest all day Friday, and I rested all day yesterday. I was going to do my video yesterday, but I just rested because he came in the morning, so I figured, well, I'll do the video in the afternoon. I just rested all day, watched me some Joy Luck Club, cried my eyes out, watched the Red Violin. I don't even know where to classify Red Violin if you've never ever seen that movie. But it is an awesome story about a violin and its journey through the ages. It is so awesome. So it's called the Red Violin, and it's really only has Samuel L. Jackson as a star. I don't think any of the other ones are any big stars. It starts out in Italy, works its way around Europe and into the United States, into Asia, and then into the United States. And you're following the journey of this violin, and it's about 400 years old, and it's being auctioned, and how through the ages it touched people's lives down to descendants and stuff like that. It is an awesome story. If you're into, I know a lot of people, they're only into romance, comedies, action, adventure, horror. I wouldn't even know where to put this besides maybe a drama, but it is in a class of its own. I just all day, just rested. It was so wonderful, that one day of rest. So I woke up rested today, and I did my video today, which will go up either today or tomorrow. But yeah, I did make an appointment to see another plastic surgeon on Monday. But you know, with the insurance companies, I don't know what's going on. You know, they said that that they consider anytime someone removes a piece of your outside of your body, inserts something into your body, it's considered a surgical procedure, and they don't pay for that. That's your out-of-pocket expense, which goes towards your deductible and your out-of-pocket. And it's like, what? I said, a surgical procedure, you're talking about going under a scalpel and being put under anesthesia. What are you talking about? No, I said, who makes these decisions? Because I heard that they do underhanded stuff, and you have to question them. But I said, I want to know who makes these decisions. And they were like, that's just, you know, the way it is. I said, well, do you have something in black and white? No, but you go online. So with this kind of stuff happening, I seriously don't know how I'm going to get any of my surgical procedures, real surgical procedures, done, because now I owe money to all the doctors. Biopsies are considered surgical procedures. They removed a piece of my skin. That's still a surgical procedure. They removed a piece of, they inserted a needle, sucked out a piece of my liver. That's good. Blood work is still going into your body, but that's not considered a surgical procedure. Thank goodness they paid my sonogram, they paid my blood work 100%. Last year for my blood work, they kept asking me for money. And I told them no, because I hadn't met all my out-of-pocket deductible. But, you know, like, what the heck, you know? So now I still have the polyp. I was like all excited this weekend. I was listening to my Christian worship, contemporary worship music. I was trying to sing. I was in so much pain. My throat is hurting me now. It's just sensitive now. I still have the polyp. And I know that needs to be removed, but how am I going to do it if I owe everybody a couple $100? And so I'm so frustrated, but I'm still going to go to the plastic surgeon. They did say that at this point, I've met my deductible, because they haven't paid for these things, you know, between co-pays and all of that. I met my deductible, but I still need, I think, like another $3,000 to meet my out-of-pocket. It's $10,000 total, but if one of you meets half, then you are covered for free for the rest of the year. So since I've already met my deductible, now I only have to pay 30% of any more procedures or surgeries that need to be done. But that's still, you know, again, that's $2,000 per procedure. So it is so frustrating, but I'm still going to talk to him, because my infection came back. I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm still going to see what can be done. I really expect him to just say no, like all the other surgeons. But, you know, I'm going to try anyway. Very frustrated. But anyway, just, you know, really excited about that. I was able to get everything except for that black liner. But because Mark Wins does also do color theory and color workshop during the holidays, I remembered I had an eyeliner from one of my previous color workshop collections, and it was the same eyeliner. So, and I opened it up, and it did look like it had the little glitters in it. At least it looked like it did. So, you know, so for all intents and purposes, I do have all the pieces. But, you know, don't give up, because every 2 years they come out with the benefits collections. I did not know this. Like, I was looking, I do a lot of research and go through my photos and go through my own records, and, you know, my online, you know, information, I should say. And, you know, like, whatever it was, like 4 years ago was the four pants that I only found in one Dollar Tree, all the way out going towards downtown, because my son's like doctor was out there, or was at the time. They didn't get the benefits this year. Then 2 years ago, I was, you know, in between me and my brother, there's quite a few Dollar Trees, but there's one that's supposed to be the second biggest here in Houston, and they had some lip glosses. And I don't know how, last year, I don't even know how I came upon this. I came upon a girl who had, she had gotten some eyeshadows and some blushes. And that came out with the collection of those glosses that I got 2 years ago, and I didn't even know it. Usually somebody announces it. I didn't see any announcements at all for it. And even if I went on eBay, YouTube, you want to go on YouTube, if you put up the beauty benefits, this is what comes up is this current collection because it was so huge. I haven't found anything about any previous collections, though on eBay that some of those collections, some of the pieces of those collections were there, and it was the eyeshadows, it was the liners, the mascaras were the same, only in different boxes. But what I found out was that 2 years ago they did trios like they did now, but they were so similar to the previous 4 pans, and I except that there was a green, and I saw it on eBay, and I don't know if I was waiting, saving up my money, or because it wasn't really that expensive or anything. But finally I said, okay, I'm ready to get it, and it was still available. So I was like, oh, I didn't get that one. You know how I am. I want to get like all the shadows, and it was like looked like a deep olive green with a black green type of mossy dark green. It was like a maybe ivy green highlight for your eyes, not for your face. And oh man, she was selling 2. I wish she was selling them separately. She sold them together. And the day I went to buy them, somebody had got them earlier. So I lost that. So yeah, I got the bubble gum online, and I hate that I had to do that. But I've been to every Dollar Tree that had them, and I've gotten like everything except the liquid liner and the bubble gum. So I mean, the shipping was pretty reasonable, but instead of $1 they wanted $5. Ugh, makes me but it was the only person who had it, and it was her last one, so I just said I'm just grabbing it because I know none of my Dollar Trees have this anymore. So we're talking 4 years ago they had the 4 pan. 2 years ago they had some trios. They had liners, mascaras, blushes, and glosses that I didn't even know about because I wasn't going to the Dollar Tree that much at the time. This year I've been going to the Dollar Tree a lot because my son's in school, and sometimes he needs stuff for school, and I'm not about to go spending arm and a leg, so we've been getting whatever he needs for school there. But unfortunately, just when I gave up, a month later the collection came out, and within a week or two the displays were empty, if not half empty. So here and there I picked up everything, so I'm really happy, except for the liquid eyeliner. But again, Mark Wynn Color Workshop, same exact eyeliner, a liquid liner. The only thing that kind of gets to me about that is that they have a Mark Wynn Beauty, and then they have a Mark Wynn International, and there is this beauty benefits line is not on there. Like everything, Color Workshop, Color Theory, their kids, like I think some Disney stuff, some kids makeup, everything is on there, but this beauty benefits is not on there, and I don't get that. And I've even emailed them, they never answered me. Some people say it's a UK line. Maybe it's a possibility that I might try Beauty Benefits UK. I don't know if it's going to come up, because I think I did try that and it just went to international. Maybe it's just something they only sell in Europe, and they ship the extras here to the Dollar Tree. So I don't know. But anyway, I guess just wanted to let you know what was up with that. Just every 2 years they come out with it, usually late spring. I know one lady said it came out it started coming out in October of last year, I guess in time for the holidays. One lady said hers sold out, but she went again this month, which is something like almost a year later, probably like 8 to 10 months later, and it came back. So I don't know if they're going to continue to ship these. Just something to look out for. I already know now that the Dollar Tree I was going to with my son was it's going all the way to school. But there's another one that's a little further up the block where the Walgreens that sells Black Radiance is, and it's not a busy area. I guess somebody just looked out, and some women just looked out and found it, or girls just looked out and found it. But that one is nicer than the one that I usually go to on the way to my son's school, because that's where all my stores are. That's where I do all my shopping and traveling. This place I usually don't go to unless I'm at the doctor's office, because my doctor's office is like I'd say pretty much up the block, but it's a few blocks over, an exit up, type of thing. So yeah, I only visit it when I'm going to doctor, and I haven't really been to the doctor that often during that way, and when I was, it wasn't there. So I guess just just keep that in mind, that every 2 years Beauty Benefits releases stuff at Dollar Tree. So you might want to start calling, But like I said, even if you call once a month, it came out in the middle, from what I know, the end of June. Yeah, the end of June, and it was sold out by the first week of July. So I don't know. Keep your eyes out, keep your ears peeled for that information. So yeah, so that's what's up with me. That's the 411 I have right now. Just advice on beauty benefits. I just went to everyone, and I, I had to take my car, and it was like 3 towns over, but that mechanic I like better than mine, because I have CarMax warranty, so thank God. I got to go back again next week. They say they know what's wrong with it. It's there, since I'm on the warranty, they're paying for it, but they needed the part. So I was all the way out. I'm talking about like 3 towns over. I'd rather go there than 2 towns over to mine, because they're awful to me there. So that's how, I found stuff there that they didn't have. I mean, so just going around to the few Dollar Trees that still had it, that was within, my vicinity at the time where I was, and I got everything, again, except bubble gum and the liquid liner. And I'm not getting the liquid liner. After I spent, what I spent for the blush, not that it was under $10, but still, it should only cost me $1.08. I refuse to also spend the same amount for the liquid liner. I saw one that was cheaper, and again, when I went to go get it, got bought. So anyway, so just to let you know, that's what's that. Keep your eyes open. Every 2 years they release it, so now I know for sure that's the situation, and just keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, so hopefully I'll see you next week. As far as I know, I have 2 appointments only. I have a doctor appointment and the car appointment. So at some point next week, I will see you. And I think what I want to do is do some looks with my Beauty Benefits makeup. Okay, so I love you all. Mwah.